Action!
Hello everyone, welcome back to
My Blind Mama's Messy Kitchen.
Blind Mama here, and today we have Caitlin, my daughter, as camera girl, right?
Yep.
So I hope everyone is doing well. This is part of the Whip It Up Wednesday collaboration, and today we're going to make orange chicken in the crock pot. First, I want to tell you what my channel is all about. For those of you who don't know me, I am totally blind, 100%. Went blind 30 years ago. In fact, the anniversary of that is coming up on December 8th. Went blind 30 years ago from bilateral retinoblastoma, a pediatric cancer. And so the purpose of our channel is to show others that even if you have a disability or you lose your sight, you can still cook an amazing meal for your family. And the options are endless, and anything is possible. And also, we want to share or spread awareness of retinoblastoma, because it's a very rare cancer that attacks the retinas of a toddler's eye or a baby's eye. It's strictly pediatric. So yeah, we need to spread awareness about that so we can save lives and eyesight. So having said that, let's get started. So what I have in this bag is, I didn't really measure, but it's about half a cup of cornstarch and a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of black pepper. And I'm gonna just shake this up. And what I have here is I'll tell you about that in a second. What I have here is just under 3.5 pounds of chicken fillets, boneless, skinless fillets. I like using fillets. I don't like the big, thick breasts. I don't like to have to cut chicken. The big, thick breasts are just too much. So I buy these fillets or cutlets, and they cook really fast. And even if you're just frying them up to make sandwiches, they're really tasty, and just the perfect amount. So what I'm gonna do is spend a few minutes dredging these in this cornstarch, and we will be back and show you what to do after that.
Action!
Okay, so I finished dredging all that chicken and I put it in the crock pot over there. And now we're gonna make our orange sauce. And this will be so good and so simple. And you don't even have to dredge your chicken in cornstarch if you don't want to. That just helps make the sauce a little thicker. And you could even brown the chicken in the skillet after you dredge it, but you don't have to. So I didn't bother with that today. So I have some orange marmalade. Use a lot of it. I'm just trying to decide if I should measure it or not, but we'll go for it. Probably gonna get messy here. Orange marmalade smells so good. I'm gonna use about a cup. I might even use more. So that was a good amount of chicken. I have a big family to feed. I'm just using my finger to brush it off with a spoon. All right. So we're gonna add that into this glass measuring cup. I like this, so we can just put it all in here and then whisk it all together and pour it right out into the crock pot. Set that aside. That's gonna be a sticky mess pretty soon. My paper towels. Gotta have my paper towels handy, you know me. All right. Now we're gonna add some soy sauce. And I know this is the soy sauce because it's the only bottle we have like this, and I was with my husband when we bought it. So I didn't bother putting a label on that. All right, I'm just gonna use the same measuring cup to add some soy. Well, you know what? I don't have to do it that way. I can open it that way. Soy sauce comes out fast, so not a full cup of soy because that'd be overpowering, I think. So I'm gonna just use my finger to judge. I could use the 1/2 measuring cup and judge, but if it's a little over 1/2 cup, who cares, right? So, but a full cup would be too much. So that's,
I'll tell you when to stop.
I'm gonna do it right there, Keiki,
Alright.
because it's not quite to the top. And dump this in here with our marmalade.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I don't know.
Looking forward to eating it?
Yes.
It's gonna be good. Okay.
I wish I could help, but
Caitlin's having crazy hair day. Is she?
yeah, I kind of rolled around a lot last night to get comfortable because it was cold.
So she just wanted to be camera girl today. So I'm gonna add some balsamic vinegar. This is my Pretty Little vinegar bottle. My mom bought me vinegar and oil years ago.
I didn't know that was vinegar.
Balsamic vinegar. I like to keep balsamic in this because it just feels fancier.
I always thought that was soy sauce.
And there's not that much in here, so I'm just gonna, if I was sighted, I would say I'm gonna eyeball it. But I'm not, so we're just gonna mind ball it.
I always thought that was soy sauce because it's like a dark, like brown.
I like balsamic. See, that was probably just enough and it's empty. So there we go. I would say a couple tablespoons if you want to know measurements.
Is that labeled?
It's not Braille labeled, but the letters that spell out vinegar are raised. That's not Braille. So we got that, we got the soy. Now we're gonna add, what am I gonna add? We're gonna add a little olive oil. And this I am gonna use a measuring cup for because for some reason, when oil to me is room temperature, I have a hard time feeling it, always have. By the time I feel the oil, it's too late and I've poured way too much. Caitlin knows. Just smelling that to make sure I have the right one. And the olive oil bottles are very distinct, so I know that's the olive oil bottle. I don't put Braille labels on everything because it's very time consuming to make the Braille labels and I don't have that kind of patience. So if I can identify the bottles without the Braille labels, then that's what I do. But if it's necessary, then I'll absolutely take the time and make the labels. And I am going to do a video on how I do that.
And last night we were making something, and I don't want to ruin it, but you kind of went a little overload on the oil, and we had
a mess.
we had to clean that up, and it was kind of a mess.
So that's a little less than 1/4 cup of olive oil. Olive oil, like we say when we're moving around. Olive oil. All right, and now just gonna stir it a little. Oh yeah.
Did you say this is part of the Whip It Up Wednesday collaboration?
Whip It Up Wednesday collaboration. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
What does that mean?
On this saucer, I have. Shh, you're not supposed to tell them that it's not Wednesday today.
Oh, what?
We're going to upload this on Wednesday. She gave away our secret. Anyway, this is some chopped candied ginger. I almost said candy garlic. No. Candied ginger. I didn't have any regular ginger root, but we always keep candied ginger around for digestive issues. My husband likes the way it tastes, but I like how it cooks. How it cooks up with things. I'm just gonna scrape that into my sauce. Give it another stir. And I think all we're gonna add now is some garlic. And I have my fresh garlic here. Get out my garlic press. I say I'm gonna get out my garlic press. Depending on, aha! I knew it was there. I was gonna say, depending on who put the dishes away, depends on if I find it or not. When you have 3 kids, yeah, you can imagine. Some of you have more than that.
What?
All right, I'm just gonna squeeze this garlic into my sauce. You'll see me use my garlic press a lot. I love it. Ah, it smells good. Move it around a little bit.
That garlic press has been in lots of our videos.
Yes, stuck.
And
Okay.
one thing about my mom is that when it calls for like, let's say 1 teaspoon of garlic, she likes garlic and she would put 1 tablespoon.
If it says 2 cloves, I'm gonna put 4.
If it says 5 cloves, I would put 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna stir this around.
That would be really spicy.
Definitely not gonna add any salt to this. Well, I had a little salt in the cornstarch, but I'm not gonna add any more salt to this. And we're getting ready to just pour it over our chicken. So, I'm gonna break right here so we can get the camera focused on the crock pot.
Okay.
Okay, here we are. I'm gonna pour this over the chicken. I'm just using my hands to feel where I'm at on the crock pot and the butt of the measuring cup. Try to pour it all around. Scrape it like I always do. And then
And get it further to the left or your right.
I'm gonna give it a good stir around. And I might add a little chicken broth. I'll let you know if I do.
The chicken that you just like went under is kind of bare.
Well, once it starts to cook down,
Oh, yeah.
the sauce will cover everything. And then we'll shred it at the end. Okay, so I'm gonna finish stirring this around. I'm gonna put the lid on it. I'm gonna cook it on high for a couple hours and then turn it down to low for a couple hours. And then it should be done. And like I said, if I add anything else to it, I will let you know. So we'll be back.
Hi.
Hey, we're back, and this has been cooking for about 4 hours on high, and it smells like a Chinese restaurant in here. My kids keep going, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? And in this pot right here, I've got some water getting ready to boil for some noodles to go along with it. Let's take a look at the crock pot. There you go, Dylan. Look inside there. Got my forks ready. I did poke it a little bit ago. Now I'm just gonna, my fork goes right through it. They say chicken should be internal temperature of 165 degrees, but I do not have a thermometer, so we are just gonna shred it up like this.
And we got some oranges to go with it.
Oranges, and we're gonna have noodles. So I'm just gonna shred this up like this and let it cook for a few more minutes just because. Let it soak up some more juice. And I just take my 2 forks and I just feel what I'm doing and pull it apart. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but who cares? So yeah, I'll show you. We're gonna plate it up in a few minutes and I'll show you what it looks like.
Bye.
Okay, we plated it up and here you go. We've got some sliced oranges and the chicken on top of 2 different kinds of noodles because I had some I had to use up, some shells and bow tie pasta, and just some raw celery cut up on the side because my kids really like it. So we'll see. Here we go. Drum roll, please.
I can't drum roll.
Okay,
Drum roll.
that was my drum roll. Here we go. Ooh. My. That's a good one. That's the first time I've ever made that. So I will leave the ingredients in the description box. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to. And we hope to see you next time on
My blind mama's mess.